Have you ever noticed how often you or someone you love wakes up around 3 a.m., night after night? The house is quiet, the world outside is still, and yet there you are, wide awake. You glance at the clock, sigh, and wonder, why now? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. In fact, waking up in the early hours of the morning is an incredibly common experience as we get older. And no, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. In this video, we're going to explore 5 powerful reasons why waking up at 3 a.m. is so common among older adults, and what those early wake-ups may actually be telling you. These insights go deeper than simple sleep tips. They're grounded in the real, biological and emotional shifts that happen as we age. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a clearer picture of what's going on, but you might also feel a little more compassionate toward yourself and more equipped to respond to these nightly awakenings with intention. So let's begin. Number 1. Melatonin decline and sensitivity to light. As we age, one of the most significant changes in the body's sleep system is a steady decrease in melatonin, the hormone that regulates when we feel sleepy and when we feel alert. In younger years, our brains naturally produce melatonin in response to darkness, helping us drift into a deep, steady sleep. But with time, that production tapers off. By the time we're in our 60s or 70s, we may be producing only a fraction of the melatonin we once did. And here's the thing, melatonin doesn't just help us fall asleep, it helps us stay asleep. So when that 3 a.m. hour rolls around, your melatonin levels may have dipped just enough to nudge your brain toward wakefulness. Light plays a big role in this too. As we get older, our sensitivity to light increases. Even the faint glow from a street lamp, a hallway nightlight, or the soft blink of a device charger can suppress melatonin and interrupt our sleep. Take Margaret, for example. She's 75 and always enjoyed a solid night's sleep. But lately, she wakes up around 3:30 a.m., fully alert. After learning about melatonin decline, she made a few small changes, installing blackout curtains, turning off night lights, and setting her devices to Do Not Disturb. Now, even when she does wake up, she finds it easier to fall back asleep. The takeaway? This isn't a flaw in your body, it's a shift. And when you understand it, you can work with your body instead of fighting it. Number 2. Advanced sleep phase. Your body's new schedule. As people grow older, the body's circadian rhythm, which guides sleep and wake times, tends to move earlier. This is known as advanced sleep phase. As people grow older, the body's circadian rhythm, which guides sleep and wake times, tends to move earlier. This is known as advanced sleep phase. In our 20s and 30s, we might find ourselves naturally awake around 7 or 8 a.m. and ready for bed around 11 p.m. or midnight. However, as we age, that internal clock can shift. Many individuals start feeling tired earlier in the evening, often between 9 and 10 p.m., and wake up earlier in the morning, sometimes as early as 4 or 5 a.m. This doesn't mean you're sleeping less, it just means your sleep window has shifted. Let's look at Howard. He's 69 and recently retired. Without work to keep him up, he started heading to bed around 8:30. Naturally, his body wakes up around 3:30, having gotten a full cycle of rest. It wasn't insomnia, it was simply biology. Howard began tweaking his routine. He added a bit of evening light, reading under a bright lamp, and stayed up 30 minutes later than usual. Over time, his wake-up time moved closer to sunrise. The key here is rhythm. Your body still wants routine. It's just asking for a slightly new one. When you understand that your body's clock may be ticking earlier than it used to, you can respond with simple changes that keep you feeling rested. 3. Physical discomfort and health signals. The body becomes more vocal as it ages. Aches, stiffness, or internal cues that we once shrugged off become harder to ignore, especially at night when everything is quiet. Pain from arthritis, back issues, or old injuries can emerge after several hours in one sleeping position. Even a full bladder or a bit of heartburn can be enough to rouse you from sleep. Take Maria, 77, who kept waking up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom. After reviewing her medication schedule with her doctor, she shifted one dose to earlier in the day and saw an immediate improvement. The body isn't failing, it's communicating. These physical interruptions are your body's way of signaling its needs, and when you listen carefully, you can often make small changes that bring big relief. Number 4. Daily habits that quietly shift sleep. Many sleep disruptions have less to do with age itself, and more to do with the subtle shifts in lifestyle that often come with it. After retirement, daily routines tend to quiet down. Dinner happens earlier, evenings grow calmer. Physical activity may decrease. Without realizing it, all these changes send messages to your brain. It's time to wind down earlier. That earlier wind down leads to an earlier bedtime, and before you know it, you're up at 3 a.m., fully rested, but puzzled. Even things like napping, evening screen time, or lack of daylight exposure can throw off your body's rhythm. Take Gerald, age 72. He used to stay active, but since retiring, he's been taking longer naps and watching TV in dim light. After journaling his habits for a week, he realized that his days lacked stimulation. He began walking in the morning, reducing naps, and adding a short phone call with his grandson before bed. Within weeks, his sleep became deeper, and those early wake-ups became less frequent. The lesson here? Small daily habits matter. The body listens to them, even small ones, when you change them just a bit. It can help retrain your internal sleep clock. Number 5. Emotional echoes and quiet thoughts. Sometimes waking up at 3 a.m. has nothing to do with hormones or pain. Sometimes it's your heart speaking. As we age, life naturally slows down. And with that quiet, often comes reflection. Regrets, memories, unfinished conversations, or the simple ache of missing someone you love. They often wait until night to be heard. These are the hours when the mind roams freely, when thoughts grow louder in the absence of distractions. It's not necessarily anxiety, it's awareness. Think of Eleanor. She's 81, widowed, and lives alone. During the day, she's fine. But at 3 a.m., she often finds herself awake, thinking about her younger years or conversations she never had. She started keeping a notepad by her bed to jot down thoughts and emotions. It gave her a sense of peace, a way to acknowledge what was surfacing. If you find yourself awake with thoughts swirling, don't ignore them. See if you can gently honor what's coming up. Write it down. Breathe with it. Talk to someone about it later. Sometimes, what we call sleep trouble is really just the soul asking to be seen. Final thoughts. So, what does it mean if you're waking up at 3 a.m.? It could be biology, it could be habits, it could be your heart gently whispering in the quiet. What matters most is how you respond, with curiosity, not criticism. These moments of wakefulness aren't failures. They're invitations to adjust, to listen, and to understand your changing body and mind with more compassion. You're not broken, you're evolving. And with awareness, you can create a sleep routine that honors the life you'd have lived and the needs you now have. If this video spoke to you, please leave a comment below sharing one thing that resonated with you. And if you're still with us, type "Awake with Wisdom" in the comments so we know you re-part of this caring community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a new video. Your support helps us bring more thoughtful content your way. Thanks for watching, and may your nights be peaceful and your mornings full of light.